there was a very similar sort of frustration that I read actually in a book on music. I'm forgetting the author's name, but anyway, Talking Heads. So if somebody remember, Talking Head, the head of Talking Heads talked about just that kind of thing with kind of computer-generated music. That the musicians always want to tweak it and move it off of the normative kind of rule set because it just looks, it's too mechanical. It feels dead. So that was, an aesthetic. That's part of our aesthetic. Plus, kind of cultural interest in things like the Sea of Holes. And so we're interested in a kind of abstraction of the surface, but also that it would also kind of oscillate between being both abstract but also palpable. And kind of another kind of theorization here, but I realized that much of what I was talking about deals in what in school was seen as a kind of aberration. Something like expressionism was seen as a kind of, in a very negative light. How one deals with architectural expression immediately got affiliated with something like structural expressionism. But I think that's where we are. Not that we're doing Calatrava, kind of super muscular, overpoweringly muscular architecture, but that we are concerned. I mean, if modernism can be defined on the left as a skin and bones architecture and a kind of its rational comes from that, we're interested in another territory which is neither the structural expressionism, say, of Calatrava, or the kind of articulation of the model that separates structure and skin in a more kind of purely rationalized way that you would find in modernism. And so the cosmetic gets really interesting there. I mean, in this case, there's a Japanese woman who is putting an artificially large eye into her face, and it doesn't look like an addition. It's just like it naturalizes an artificial imposition. So it's a kind of inclusion. Yeah. It's not a collage, though.